Today, a group of local pastors and their respective congregations are going to conduct a town hall with the mayor. They're going to be talking about the impact and the ramifications of the upcoming sales tax referendum. The referendum would authorize a half-cent sales tax to fund Jacksonville's pension deficit, which is currently $2.7 billion. City's in debt. Tax would begin in 2030 when the Better Jacksonville Plan tax ends. The referendum set to appear in the August primary ballot for all Duval County voters, and that vote is coming up on August 30th. Joining us now to find out about reaction in the African-American community, Bishop Thomas and Pastor John Newman. Gentlemen, welcome. Good to have you both here.
Good morning. Good morning. Glad to see you again.
So, in the community at large, John, let me start with you. Sure. There seems to be an inability to grasp some of the intricacies of what this tax is all about and what its implications are going to be. When you talk to your congregants, what is it they ask you the most?
Well, there's not been a whole lot of conversation, to be honest with you. People are really not kind of tied into it yet. They need to be, but the questions that do come up are, well, if it's going to be something that's implemented from years from now, why are we doing it now? And of course, it's because so much of the budget is being eaten up by this unfunded mandate of the pension relief that if we don't do it, then the disposable income available to the city for cutting the grass and providing other services is greatly diminished. And so we have to make sure that we take care of those things for the citizens of Jacksonville.
And Bishop, do you find that people are asking you, are we just kicking the can down the road yet again instead of dealing with this problem head on, even though it's a tough issue?
That seems to be the platform of the environment. So we're asking that persons would come tonight to voice their concerns, make known what their needs are and what we need in the community. And the buzz is there. They want to know, want to be educated about what's going on.
Do they seem to have a specific concern about how this tax is going to implement them? Or, is it almost like, all right, it's in 2030, so we'll worry about it then, John?
I think one of the things that people have not understood that they're conflating, I think to some degree, what's really going on with it. It's a tax that's currently being paid. It's not going to be a new tax on top of taxes right now.
So they're used to it.
Exactly, but sometimes it's not portrayed as such by those, all the chatter, all the noise. So it's almost portrayed as if it's a new tax, and it is not. This tax is going to sunset, and instead of it sunsetting, just allow this half-penny sales tax to be used to get rid of the pension problem in our city. So we have a financial future without it. The truth be told, I mean, the facts are that the city doesn't look good financially if we don't have a way of fixing this problem with the pension.
And I know that this group of religious leaders is very proactive in dealing with the situations and the problems that Jacksonville has to confront. What do you expect to hear from the constituents and questions they'll have for Mayor Curry tonight?
Well, how will the tax affect our community? There have been some times in days gone past that our community have been left behind, and we participated holistically as the city. It's one Jacksonville, so where does the resources go once the tax is implemented? How will the north side, the east side, and the communities that are depraved benefit from us saying yes to this referendum that's on the table now?
And Pastor, you and I have talked about this specifically. If we can bring jobs to some of these communities, if we can bring businesses to these communities, it may help resolve some of the issues that exist. That'll probably be something that comes up tonight.
As Bishop Thomas so adequately said, so much of the African-American community has been left behind, and people know that. And when the African-American community has been called upon to support the city, Better Jacksonville Plan, other things, African-American community has showed up, but hasn't always gotten a commensurate return on that political investment. And so the mayor wants to address those issues. He doesn't want this issue to be conflated or mixed with other things in the past, though it's natural that it would be. Those are natural questions, and no one should be in any way intimidated from asking those questions tonight. Ask real questions.
Town hall starts at what time and where?
7 o'clock.
At Open Arms Christian Fellowship Church on Dunn Avenue, 2763 Dunn Avenue, promptly at 7 o'clock tonight.
All right, and it is certainly open to the public. News4Jax will be there, and we'll find out what the concerns of the community are.